Скакуну поле чистое, человеку воля, бесстрашие бойцу, отцу на погосте покоя, создателю героев, дороги не спусками. Это вселенная делает детей русскими. Зима в глазах, отражение небосвода. Думаешь, нам поездно погибнуть за свою свободу? Тенор космоса, вековая воля с нами, похорони в лесу.
So what do I do right now? So like how the question came up was you know, how do I make my money right now? Do I what do I do? Do I sell drugs? You know, do I buy and sell like what do you call it? Like not real stuff, counterfeits? You know. So I'll explain the question right now. The formula I'm using to make money is here's how I do it. I'll be straight with you. I'll say how it will happen. I bought a car like maybe like a year ago, and I bought it really cheap because it was hit, you know, and I really wanted it. So after I fixed it, I put it up for sale and I sold it, and I was like, dude, I almost doubled my money, you know. I bought the car. It was a Nissan Sentra 240, I mean, for $2,000 off some kid off a Craigslist. And he had a problem. He said it was the engine wasn't running right. He said, you know what I mean. So I took it to the shop. The shop said, oh, you know, it was something with the head gasket or something was bad. And then they fixed it for $500. They put a head gasket in it, and I sold for $4.5. So it hit me. I'm like, what if I just keep doing that? You know, what if I keep going on Craigslist and looking for more cars that are broken, that don't work, and then or hit, you know, they have clean titles and stuff, you know, and then try to resell it. And I started doing that, and over the progress, I've just looked for cars on Craigslist. I spent a lot of time, you know. I look in the PA area, New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland area, you know, around my place, you know, and I find cars that hit, like normal people. You know what I mean? I'm not buying cars, you know what I mean, that are like. Because so I'm just buying cars like normal people. But I tried also to buy cars from the auction, but the problem is, you know, I didn't know this. I just learned this recently. To buy a car from the auction, you need a dealer's license, and it costs $10,000. You know, so that kind of hit me in the butt. You know, but I think that's gonna be my goal at one point is to get a dealer's license, so I can go to auction and buy cars off of them because they're really cheap too. You know, that's one thing I do. The next thing I do is I take people's money and I invest it for them, you know, and I get price cut from there too. Like I started, it's not a company, it's just something I started, you know, I mean, just to help me move money quicker and faster. I call it BS investing, you know. So what we do is like let's say you want to invest in my company and you want to become one of my clients. So I sit you down in my office right here, you know, and then I'll explain to the procedure. So what happens is, like, let's say you want to invest $1,000 because the minimum to invest into my company is $500 minimum, you know. So I sit you down and I'll tell you how it goes down. Like, for example, if you give me $1,000, I don't guarantee it, but I promise I'll give you 10% in most like a month and a half. Is the longest it took us to pay everybody off. It took us a month and a half. Was the longest on one investment, you know. So if you put $1,000 to my company, you know, in a month, normally it's about a month. In a month and a half, you probably make $1,100, you know. And then in 2 months, you know what I mean. And if you invest $1,100 again, then you make $1,210, you know, and then it just keeps multiplying. So some people are staying in my company at one point, and it's like compound interest, you know, it just grow. At a certain point, you know what I mean. I make money, they make money. I do all the risk working, they do all the like enjoyment, you know. But you know, yeah, you know what I mean. The greater the risk, the greater the reward, they say. So that's another thing I do. I take people's money and invest it. Whether it comes to, you know, buying gold, which I'm going to do very soon. Lucky for me, I found a place. Trying to buy land, which I'm planning on doing. Whether it comes to investing in electronics, in the automotive industry, in the electronic industry is what I want to get into. Investing into just anything that can make me money. That's as simple as it works, you know, because people need to trust me. And right now I have I know how much I have. It's on the computer. I think I have 6 people investing in my company right now, and we have a total. It's not my company. It's just 6 people that gave me money to invest with, and that's where majority of my funds come from to do my other work, you know. And what we do is also I give 10%, like all the profit that we make from this from people investing in me. 10% of it goes to organization. You know, it's a big thing I learned. You got to learn to give away. You got to do that. So that's how I'm making my money right now. And And that's pretty much the basics what I do. I can get into more detail about it, but like, you know, I'll do a later episode. I'll share what's going on. Like for example, today I found a car in Pittsburgh for sale. Yeah, it's about 3.5 hours away from my house. Pittsburgh is 4 hours from my house. It is it's a 99 Sentra, and it's got 71,000 miles on it. And this guy, it got hit in the front. This guy got hit, and he still has the car. You know what I mean? And it's not bad at all. I talked to him, and he said he'd give it to me for $800. You know? So I looked on the eBay and Craigslist, and then I typed in, you know what I mean, Sentras, and looking at prices and stuff. And in the process, I found somebody who says, looking for Sentra, I have 2,000. You know, so I talked to him and say, hey, listen, I found this car. This guy owns it. It's in Pittsburgh. It's hit. He's offering $800 for it. To tow it from Pittsburgh to here is roughly about, you know, $600. So it's 8 plus 6 is what, $1,400. And so what I'll do is I'll tow it over here, and then I'll give it to you, you know, for 2. And the total cost of repairs is like his fender got hit and his light broke. So probably about $150. I told him, listen, so the guy said 1,000 miles. If you want to have it, the guy said, cool. He's like, I'll do that. So I called a tow truck, and we scheduled everything. And so right now, I'm in the process of having a tow truck drive over there, pick it up, and drive it over to here. You know? So that's $400 I'll make right there from really, not really nothing, but you know, from just making phone calls, sitting on my computer. And then later on this week, I really, there's a guy selling gold, you know, and I'm interested. I'm not gonna tell you from where because you know, I want to buy it. You know, I don't want you guys to jump on it before me. And he's selling gold. He's selling, I'm gonna call him up sometime and see if I can come down and pick it up, because it's gonna cost about, you know, $3,000 for 2 ounces. But he has a couple ounces, but I only want 2 ounces of gold, because gold is valuable in economic. If there's ever an economic downfall or depression, gold becomes really valuable. You know, so that's what I'm doing right now, just to give you guys, like, you know, some things that I do. But let me tell you something. I learned one thing. There is money in everything. You don't believe me? There's a trash dump place right here. It's called Mascaro, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, Mascaro dumpster, trash dump. This guy collects trash. He's a I know he's a 100,000 millionaire. He's actually, what he's doing now, he's in the process of creating a racetrack in our area. He owns Maseratis, Enzos, F1 Ferraris, and this guy's got dope. What does he do? He picks up people's trash. You know, there's money in everything. You just gotta look up and see what's good. You know, see what's good. You gotta look around. And I promise you, if you look, you'll find. You know, it's one of the principles I learned. People who want something and start doing something, they always find results. They always see answers to all their questions. Yeah, there might be some things that get in the way, but you'll always get an answer for your question. So that's kind of what I do for money. When I get to more ventures, you know, I'll let you guys know. I'll show you, you know what I mean, what's happening. You'll get to see the car I bought. You know, you get to see. I'll probably report a transaction of the guy, just to like you know, just to see everything goes down. But that's pretty much what I do to make money.
Дороги в жизни у людей, у каждого разные. Порой короткие, но чаще безобразные. Дороги в жизни у людей, у каждого разные. Одному пуля в 16 лет, другому весь мир на халяву. Дороги разные, дороги разные.